Hello guys and girls, this is going to be the last part of the mask series, and yes, I'm in the front room and I'm facing the window because I have not enough strong enough light in this room otherwise. So we were going to be doing the filters. I nearly forgot what I was going to say there. So we were on the subject of the filters as last, and why have I been pulling this out and pulling this out and pulling this out? Because I have just been busy with this, and I'll just show you. Sorry if I'm clicking around, and if there's clips, claps, noises, that's the dogs walking in and out the room. So I made from the second pattern, I made this one. All right, now this is just a very simple, I didn't even do a double. Shia, can you just please lie down, girl? Thank you. Good girl. So you see here, this is one layer, and here the other layer. I didn't do a double layer because I was thinking that I can amend this with all the filters that go in there. Now I've got all three dogs in here, and I'm sorry if it's going to be noisy. Right, so now I just want to show you this. I also forgot something. I was just going to show you something. I've made amendments to the other one. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I just got this back in. Yeah, I know it's a little messy, so don't look at the fluff and so on. James didn't like how it fit with the ears. He wanted something a bit more special because he had problems lifting his arms up like that to tie something for that long. So I didn't have a thin elastic, so also excuse the elastic. When I get a better elastic than this one, what I did was this a wide non-roll trouser elastic that I just cut in half to get the length of it. So now all it does is put this on in the same way as with the ties, except for its elastic. And of course, because this is wider, I had to redo the whole thing, undo all of the side stitching here because it wouldn't pull through, because I had just left a tiny little channel for the rope that went through. It's not rope, but you know what I mean, the string or whatever you want to call it. So I didn't want to lose too much of the width of the fabric, so I had to stitch it. And I know it's not very neat, but I had to stitch it this way so that I don't lose too much of the fabric on the sides. And I also added a stronger nose clip in there. And the nose clip is actually a paper clip. Okay, so I used a paper clip, undid it, and put that in there as well. So those were the amendments. So in the meantime, I have made this one. This one does not need a nose clip, although I can still put one in if I think I will need it after. I have tried it on and it's fine. And I'll just show you how this one is put on. And it's also adjustable, obviously. So down like this over the head, and then you pull this down to the face, go up like that. This is the Olson. Okay, and you can adjust it by pulling here and by making this knot tighter. I've left it because of when I put my hair up, I will need a bit more. So let me just bring the computer closer. So there you see, monkey see, monkey do. So what I will call this face mask. So, and this goes way up. So I don't think it needs a face clip, as in a nose clip, but I can still add it in if I need to. And that was, I can still add the paper clip in if I need to in the end. Then all I do is stitch this. This has a pocket, and I've made the pocket a different way. I've made it the same shape as this, and it's just the length of the mask. You could, I think, most probably even reverse it if you wanted to, but no, I want monkey see, monkey do outside. So now let's just get to the filters. Now, the best filter you can make yourself, which is close to a N95, is out of different layers. And what I have done is I got online hoover bags, okay, Eco Air, HEPA filter, and these are the ones to fit the Henry hoovers. A bag of, I think there were 6 in here, are £3.99, super cheap. What I did is I took one out and cut it gently in half. I left the seam on this one on this side, and this is the outer side. As you can see, I've already made some into James's, and I left the outside. Okay, this is the outside, so when it's together it is like this. So, and I cut gently around the side here. This is the outer side, and this is the outer side. It's shiny. Why am I telling you this? Because the outside has a plastic part. This is the plastic part. Okay, you do not want this, but leave it on whilst you're making templates, because this cuts, the material cuts a lot easier when you've still got this on, and then you can peel this off. Now, how did I cut that? I just want to show you. I did have an advantage. I made myself a paper template, and I didn't bring the measurement here. A paper template, I will leave the measurements underneath, or I can just pause it quickly. So there you go. It's 7 centimeters by 12 centimeters. So 7 centimeters this way, 12 centimeters that way, and it's slightly curved. I took that template from an original PM 2.5 carbon activated filter, which you can buy online, and this has 3 layers, which is 2 outside tight weave, and inside a very thin layer of carbon. So that's the general idea. So I got this template ready, so I cut out number 1. So I cut out from the hoover bag, I cut out this. It's the same from the templates, that size. And this has a few layers. Now I want to show you that so that you can see. This has an outer layer that is quite dense and is slightly coated. Then we have the HEPA layer. Actually, we have 2 HEPA layers, if I can get it apart. Okay, it's thin like tissue, but we have 2 HEPA layers, and then we have another like soft, sort of half absorbent layer. Right, those are the layers that you will get. So when you're putting on your mask, you want to have the very soft layer towards the inside, because you want the denser fabric and that is maybe shiny and a little bit more water repellent you want on the outside. So you already have 3 layers here. That would already suffice if you're not going anywhere for a longer time. If you're just going in and out somewhere, then that would be already enough. This is also more than enough for pollen allergies, hay fever, for air pollution and things like that. Then that would already suffice. Now, but because we're dealing with the virus, I got myself, on top of that, a square, and I'll show it up against a white surface so that you can see. This is copper mesh. Can you see that? It's a square of fine copper mesh. It's a 0000.3. Got this online on eBay, just fine. I searched fine copper fabric, mesh fabric, and this was the fine one. That is perfectly all right because it's fine enough for the virus most probably not to go through, or close as not to go through. And copper, viruses don't like copper, it's too acidic, so that will also prevent. Now this would make 2 of these filters that, by the way, would also go into this mask depending on how you place it, yeah, but maybe make it a bit bigger for this one, but it definitely fits into the Olson style. Okay, so I've taken mine double. So what I would do is do that as an outer layer and take it double. Do not fold it so that you get this on the inside, because this might be a little bit prickly. It is mesh after all, even though it is very fine. That will just give you that extra protection. It still has loads of breathability. I have taken it double here. If I wanted to put it into this mask, I will fold this as one layer. It doesn't really matter. I just didn't want to cut it apart. I wanted it to be flexible enough to fit maybe into this as well. So that's why I went double. So now you have your extra layer. So you have here your copper, you have your HEPA filter, which is like a carbon but not quite, and remember to keep the soft side on the inside. There you go. And now I suggest the 4th and ultimate layer, just to catch your breath and the moisture of your own breath, is a simple kitchen roll, also cut to the same specifications. And there you have your layers, just like that. That's from the inside. This is from the outside. And now you can either choose whether you're going to make a little bag to put that in and then put it inside. I don't know. I won't bother. I'll just fold it like this and put it into. Now, I got my earphones tangled up in this. How did I manage to do that? And I hope I wasn't speaking and you can't hear me now. Okay, so anyway, so put that straight into there. And that's why I didn't do a double cotton layer. so that it has plenty of space and it's not too hot. So I'm just pushing that in this side and pulling it through onto the other side, like so, getting all the layers in, straightening them out a bit. This might take a little bit of adjustment. There you go. There we have it in, and the mesh will already provide a little bit of stiffness and shape already anyway. And I have it a little bit more on this side, so let's just center that a little bit more, like so, and then try it on. And there you go. Full protection in a very small mask. And it's high up enough. And it will mold to your face as well. And that was because the mesh is moldable. It will mold after you've worn this maybe for a few minutes. It will mold to your face. Everything will mold to your face. And there you have a full protection. You cannot get it much better in a homemade. The only way otherwise is to get a clinical mask. So I'm hoping that you got all of that, that you heard all of that. Otherwise, I'll have to re-record everything. So excuse the picture quality and excuse the audio if it's not that brilliant. But I've been recording through here. So see you soon. Bye-bye.